Welcome to the Healing Seat with Busisiwe Mohapi. Guys, it's just 16:52. The weather is gloomy. It's darkish. I don't know. So I had to use my ring light. But I had a very interesting day. I have flu. Yeah, so I had to do the other work for the other channel. So I'm done with it. We are here now. So today I want to talk about when the mask fell off, the abuse, my son, and the car. This is what I've chosen. I've realized now that there's a lot to unpack. I've done a teaser talking about the 11 months of hell that I went through. It's amazing to me that it was such a small period, but it felt like 11 years. I didn't make it to 1 year, Mina. I was married for 11 months from December to November. When the divorce happened later, 2 years later, but I'm just saying I was in that marriage, living with my husband for only 11 months. So let us talk about it. So now, last time, Bestie, we spoke about the children, him taking out one child from the school and leaving my son. So now it's my son and him. Three of us were living in Alberton in the suburbs. The child has gone back to location and that school. Now it looks like my son now goes to a better school and we're living in the burbs. So now, here I'm talking about this. Things are coming back. They're flooding back into my mind. So now I will tell you about a conversation he had while I slept with him right on the same bed, talking to a girlfriend about me, thinking I'm asleep. But today, let us talk about the car, the abuse, and all of that. So on this part, I would say this is part one. Yeah. I would say this is part one. Yes, because I said we are going to talk about the 11 months of hell that I went through. So yesterday we spoke about that dynamic that changed when the other child went back home. So we are no longer a blended family now. We are a family that is blended, but one child is not with us. Obviously, that made me feel bad. I was not consulted. He didn't say anything to me. Most of the things, he didn't discuss it with me. He would just make a decision and oh, okay, this is what's happening. And now remember, this guy is 12 years older than me. There's that respect that is there. I'm afraid of him. Because he's a tyrant, and suddenly, but being the busi that I am now, try me. Try me. Then yes, because I was going through it, it actually made me tough. So it was just him, my son, and all of that. And I thought to myself, now we really see where the problem is. That's what I told myself. Okay, we are here now. So around this time, he enrolls me in a gym. Guys, there's nothing wrong with going to gym. Actually, I love gym. I've done it even before I met him. When he enrolled me to gym, I was actually happy, that's what. But the purpose of the gym was not what I thought. I thought it's just keeping me healthy, toning me down a little bit, but it worked wonders for me later. But the motive behind that was nonsense. So I always say to people, if you're into slender people, don't date a plus size girl, because every time you'll be telling her that she's eating too much, look at yourself, you should lose weight. That's what a lot of men do. It's like a woman, you're slender, you date a teddy bear guy, and then you're always telling him about his weight and talking him down. That is nonsense. That's what I just want to say. So everyone must date their type. Remember, I also said he was not my type, but because of whatever, I said he's a man of God, he's smart, that's what I like. So it turns out maybe I was also not his type. He was into, slender girls and all of that. So I joined the gym. So this is not what I'm getting. He enrolls me to the gym. He says he will pay, but he puts my name and my bank account there. Then he says, no, I will put in the money and they can take the money from you. So I'm signing a 3-year contract of this gym. I do not know all the facts. I'm just excited. Good, baby is making me join the gym and all of that. So now Gandhi, it's the fake, the future faking again. He's promising to do something, then he left me with the bill and didn't put the money in anymore. And now this is a 3-year contract. If I tell you my life and hate contracts, gym, whatever, yo. And after that, years later on, when we have separated, I didn't want anything to do with the 3-year contract. The only thing I would sign is a 6 months, then that's it. I will renew because of that experience that I learned there. So be careful. Some people will even make you take loans. Some people will make you go and sign for a house. You are not married. Some you just gotten married. They know it's just future faking. They do not intend to be there, and they will leave you with debts and all of those things. So that's what I learned from that experience. So I joined the gym. And now there's a pattern. He wanted me to shape, and it was also control. Kanti, he wants me to look like this ex of his. I later found out that I'm being compared to someone. So if you don't know this, this is what happens with narcissists. They will always triangulate you. You see a triangle, it's like this. It will be you and him and someone here. So they will always use something to make you feel jealous. If it's a friend, they will always say, oh, yes, Uzbanban always buys me a bag. They do this and this, so that you will feel less of a friend. So if it's a relationship, they are always comparing you to this person. It is called triangulation. They can use anything to do that. They can use a friend. They can use a family member. They can use someone they are dating behind your back. It makes them feel good. It makes you have low self-esteem. It makes you feel bad. So that's what was used again. So I'm in the gym, I'm working out. People are telling me, Busi, you're losing weight. And he always says, I don't see it. And Vele, he wasn't going to see it because he wanted to see this lady in me. And we were built differently. I was short, she was tall, she was slender. I've got hips, and a small waist. So we were built differently, Vele. So I was just being triangulated, and the gym was used. I must just go there and wear myself out. People were telling me, you are losing weight, but being gray. I was gray because of stress. People who are losing weight, they look good, their skin glows. I look the opposite. So yeah, I was in gym, but I didn't know at the time that's what was being used. So already I'm feeling the pressure, and it's only when I talk about furniture, I'm told we will do that. In fact, why are you not buying curtains? Knowing very well that I was doing this job, he tells me I was selling books with my mom. I was making money, selling clothes. Then he says to me, this job that you're doing. Then the next thing he says, when are you buying curtains? Guys, I'm not saying everyone who marries you without a job will treat you like that, but I prefer you to have something for yourself, going for yourself, because if you get into a marriage or relationship like that, you'll be treated like trash if you meet a narcissist. So now I'm there. We come in we buy. The only thing we did when we came there was to buy a fridge, because we came with a bed. The wardrobes, most in estates, they're there. We only came with your pots and dishes and all of those things, cutlery and all of that. So, and our own curtains, obviously. So when now we're supposed to start our life, remember, it was the fake future faking of the wedding. Excuse me, and the future faking of the venue and all of that, and the wedding dress. Now it also the furniture now. Hey, I will tell you later what he did when he finally left. I will tell you. So now I was asked, when are you buying curtains? Knowing fully well that I'm unemployed and I depend on him. So he discouraged the very work that I was doing, like I said, every day. And I also had to account how I spent my time. So I will be like, maybe it was a person who's in jail or a school child. I'll be asked, when you woke up, what did you do? From 9 a.m. up until when he comes out, I come back from work. I have to account. And he spoke to me, to his partner, who was a Chinese lady. This lady said, okay, I've got a job for your wife. It will start at 10K. It's close to you. It's here in Alberton, close to home. He sabotaged even that. I mean, I don't know what he really wanted, because I was dependent on him. Then he would mock me that I don't buy things that I need to buy as a woman. Then he found a job for me. Then he later said, let's leave that. We can make more money than the 10K that they're promising you. So he's sabotaging me. He's criticizing me. So the abuse was just starting. That was the beginning. Then now it's only me and my son and him. Then the silent treatment started. Narcissists love the silent treatment. They will punish you by not talking to you. You will feel invincible while they are around. So he did this to my son. Hey, then I noticed, man, that my son is losing weight, a lot of weight. And I could see that, oh, he's not talking to him. My son will greet him, then that's it. Imagine you live in a home with your stepdad. He's not talking to you at all the whole day. I said, never. I took my son back home. I said, now we will see what the problem is, because he took the daughter home without talking to me or us agreeing about it. And the daughter went back to that school. Now my son is in a good school. And also my son lives in the suburbs. So we must look like the villains now. And the villain is him. But to people, we would look like, I said, never. I also took my son back. And I said nothing. Took all his clothes, took him back to my parents' house. My mother is still alive, Mos. Then my son came back. I said, now we will see what the problem is. It's only me and him. We'll see, Uguti. Since our problem started with the kids fighting, are the kids really the problem, or the problem is with him or with me? I took my son back. So that was my life. Every minute was monitored, and I would feel guilty in my own home. I didn't feel like that was my house. I owned it. Or I could invite friends to come to my place, or family. I was like someone who's been monitored every move that I did. It never felt like home. So yeah, it wasn't only the one feeling of the pressure. I started noticing heartbreaking things. Like I said, my child losing weight, and I knew something was wrong. He'd been through so much already, and I didn't want him to be even more. Because remember, we went to the social work and we were told by him that the problem is me and my son. We must fix whatever it is. And then he said, I raised that child, talking about the daughter, since she was 7 months. So I don't want anything with that child. I don't want to say what I would do when it comes to that child. So to see her crying and all of that. And later on, I learned that some of the because she was a good actress also, she used to do drama and all of that. I learned that some of what had happened, she was faking it to get the father's attention. Guys, to be a step parent, you have to be prepared, guys. Please get help. It's different from other people. People just blend. It becomes a beautiful family. For others, you need proper preparation and counseling. It's not easy. So yeah, at the time, let's talk about the car situation. I came with my own car. He had his own car. So now it means we have how many cars? 2 cars. So as the business did well, he added the 3rd car, and we were only given 1 space for a car, and the other one would be beside mine. His would be beside mine. It was his under the shelter, and mine on the side. And you see, I'm thinking about this and I'm laughing now. And we added 1 more car because business was doing well. He added a car, and now he got another car, a new one, Toyota Quest. He added it, so we had 4 cars now. So this person who future fakes, anything he wants to do for himself happens, but anything that has to do with me and my child doesn't happen. So I need you to see this pattern, that what he wants to do for himself, he does it. But what he doesn't want to do, he doesn't do it. He would be asking me silly questions. Why should we do that? Why should we celebrate? Why should I buy you clothes? What have you done to deserve those clothes? Those are the things that I would hear from him. So he says to me, look, because your car sometimes gives you problem, why don't you sell your car? I'll give you my Polo. You start driving it. And I've got 2 more cars. I will sell the other 2, the other car. Sell yours. I will sell the other one. Then you will drive the Polo and I will drive the Toyota Quest, the new one. That was the car that I was not allowed to drive, not allowed to touch. He only drove that car. I was not allowed. I knew, and I didn't. I drove the Polo. I sold my car. It was later on that I realized, oh, that was a plot. I will explain the plot later on. So I need you to know that I came with a car in this relationship, and I lost the car in the marriage because I was using the other car thinking it's ours. Hey, I will tell you what happened, and I went back to being a pedestrian. So yeah, we come with things in these relationships, but when you have someone who's a taker and an abuser, you will lose a lot. You don't only lose yourself, you will also lose the things that you came with. It is not every time that people come with things in their marriage and then they lose them, because there are good people out there. But me, now, if you ask me, if I were to tell my younger sister or someone that I know, if you had a car, ishi again or sell it and save that money, you'll start afresh with that man. That's what I will tell you, because of the experience that I went through. But I know it's different for everyone, and let the spirit lead you, my sister. That's all that I will tell you. So now we sold my car, and he made me to sell it so cheap. And I remember my mom had just changed the engine for me, 15K. So the money that I sold it with, it still pains me to this day. But this was my husband. He was giving me his old Polo to use, Moss, and he was driving a brand new Toyota Quest. So I didn't question it. I thought we were building together, and that's how I sold my car. But looking back, yeah, the sale wasn't random. He didn't take the money, just took a small part of it. I said I must borrow him. And he just knew that he will leave me to fend myself afterwards with that money. So let us talk about the emotional abuse as I'm about to close. This was the start of a deeper emotional abuse. I was being compared to this woman. Like I said, I was sent to the gym. I didn't even know. It's only later that I realized. I was being told I wasn't the first person he paid lobola to. That's where I also found out that, oh, I was number 4. Had I known this, I would have ran the opposite direction. And this could have come out in the premarital counseling. But because we skipped that part, that's the problem that I found myself in. The lies, the secrets, the things that I should have come up in the premarital counseling, they were only coming out now. Pelamanje, we have signed, he's paid lobola. It was a skaka after skaka. And I wish I could tell you it stopped there, but it didn't stop. That was just the beginning. So yeah, here's a teaser for next time. Next time, we are going to talk about the 11 months that continued abuse, the emotional abuse. The 11 months, yeah, like I said, how I lost my child. Yes, I got pregnant and I lost that child. The polygamy that I was being told about, that he wanted to marry someone else. And yeah, the other women, not women, there were a lot, but there were 2 that were there. I knew Gutinji, they are there. So I'm saying women plural because in his life, including a PA, we'll talk about the PA. The PA I was also trianguled with, compared to, she did things that I was supposed to do as a wife. Yeah, and it's going to be a lot, but we need to say it for ourselves, for healing, for truth, and to warn other people that be careful of 1, 2, 3. So these are the 5 questions I'm leaving with you. Have you ever been made to feel guilty for being unemployed by someone who said they loved you? Number 2, have you ever had to send your child away for their safety while no one was protecting yours? Number 3, what were the red flags you ignored because you thought, this is my partner, they wouldn't hurt me? Number 4, what do you think about partners asking you to sell your assets under the name of trust? The last question, have you ever found out hard truths after committing to someone, truths that should have come out before? With that being said, until the next one, I love you. Remember, do better. You've been warned. God has sent me to you to warn you. Tell your kids, guys. Give them these videos to watch if you find it good. It's a difficult conversation you don't want to have with your child, or it's difficult for you to have it. And until next time, let's talk, let's be real, and remember, you're not alone. Whatever is going on right now, you are not alone. I'm here. And yeah, tell someone, Chomi. Yeah, I know you've been keeping it to yourself. Even if you can tell me or someone else, just one person, I'll tell you the benefits of telling just even one person on the next episode. And until next time, I love you. God bless. Mwah.